Hi, welcome to the Harmonize Your Life show, where every week come back at you live on Facebook and also via my podcast, sharing mindsets, information, inspirations, music, healing processes to support you on your journey to healing your life, awakening to your potential, and unlocking your power and ability to compose the life of your dreams. Excited to be here today because today we're talking about a really important subject where we're talking about unleashing the magnificent you. You know, we're plugged into all of the power to recreate our lives, to just reinvent the world that we live in, to make our dreams come true, to overcome obstacles, to heal our body, and to revitalize ourselves, revitalize our life experience. And now more than ever, with everything that's happened this year, with everything that's happening in the world right now, we are being asked to let go of what's no longer serving us, embody new mindsets, new ideas, new ways of being that are in alignment with the truth of who and what we really are. You are a magnificent expression of divine source energy, of the universe, of life itself, however you want to define that. And we're being called to embody that on a whole nother level. We're being called to tap into our power and our ability to not only reinvent our lives, but also change the world that we live in. Because let me tell you something, I think we all realize this, the world needs a lot of changing right now. And so it's up to you and me. It's not going to be done by politicians. It's not going to be done by Congress or whoever. It's going to be done by us. And so the pressure's on and the time is now. So that's why I'm here. I'm excited. Today's theme is called Unleash the Magnificent You. I'm going to share 3 mindsets really to support you in unleashing this power that you have within you so that you can start recreating your experience. So you can start recreating your life. And so let's jump into it. How does that sound? So just a little bit about me real quick. I'm a recovered CEO, 19 years in the high-tech world. I left many, many years ago, more years than I care to admit in this session, because a tremendous lack of fulfillment. Financially, I was very successful. I had the widgets, the shiny car, the home in Southern California, but was still unfulfilled, and I could not help but feel in this core of myself that I was here for something more, that I was here to make a difference in the world. So I left. I walked away, and I started making this most amazing transition from a career to fulfilling a calling. And in that journey, in that unfolding, I came out with my very first album in the early 2000s. That album ended up getting in the hands of a guy from NASA who discovered healing frequencies in my music, and what I later learned was healing frequencies that were actually coming through me, which we'll dive into in a second here, that actually help people to tune their energetic field, to harmonize their energy, to restore harmony to the body, mind, and spirit. And out of that discovery emerged a revolutionary technology that I'm using today to help people to tune the strings of their life experience, bring their beautiful music forward, and become the catalyst for transformation and change on the planet. So how do we accomplish that? How do we do that? Because I know many of us, we have dreams, we have callings, we have this song within us, this purpose within us that we wish to express. But yet we struggle in bringing that forward. We struggle either successfully expressing that. We struggle because there's other areas of our lives that aren't working. We have health challenges, relationship challenges, prosperity challenges, all kinds of different things that arise. How do we transcend those challenges, rise above the static and noise of everything that's happening in our lives, happening in the world today, and really tap into our magnificence and align ourselves with our passion, our purpose, our true power, and make a positive difference in the world today. And so that's what we're diving into today. So the first step to really bringing that to fruition is to tune your energy. Now, what does that mean? Well, you're an energetic being. You vibrate at different frequencies. If you took a microscope and went way down to the very essence of who and what we are, you would find yourself to be mostly made of empty space. but made of energy vibrating at different frequencies. And unfortunately, we live in a world that is virtually doing everything it can to compromise that energetic field, to compromise your energy. You have this beautiful field of energy that surrounds you. And that field of energy is your aura. The quantum physicist that I worked with called it the biofield. And that energy conducts who and what you are, how it is that you show up in the world. And if that energy gets compromised, if that energy gets put into a state of disharmony, you're going to experience disharmony in your life. And so literally today in our world, we are being virtually exposed up to over 80,000 man-made chemicals in our air, food, and water. How many of you have seen something like this before? We all have our latest and greatest technology. We do this on an everyday basis. We keep those things near it, never leave home without it. We don't. It's there. It's part of our lives. So we are literally being bombarded by all these disruptive waves from our technology. 3G, 4G, on the planet now, welcoming 5G. All these disruptive waves that are being beamed through our environment, these chemicals in our air, food, and water. How do we deal with that? Your field of energy is constantly being compromised and trying to adjust to everything that it's being exposed to. The result of that disharmonious energy is stress. The result of that is your brain waves actually aren't operating at an optimal level. Your physical energy is compromised. We are literally in an environment filled with static and noise that is disconnecting us, that's inhibiting our connection to the ultimate super internet, that field of pure consciousness, that field that makes up everything in the universe. In that field is everything you need to heal your life, make babies, reinvent your physical essence, make your dreams come true, overcome your obstacles, and heal your body, your mind, your spirit. We need to have a good connection to that field of energy. So the first step that we need to take is to tune our energy field, and that means rising above all these negative influences in our environment. So that's how I got into this whole field. The scientists discovered these frequencies in my music that basically eliminate the static and noise, the negative effects, giving people the ability to tune and harmonize their energy. Hence why I've been in the music and energy healing arena now for over 10 years, utilizing music, energy healing, mindsets, and processes to help people to rise above these negative influences and restore harmony to their body, mind, and their spirit. But there are some things that you can take, even if you don't have my music. There are some steps that you can take today to really start to limit the negative effects of all this stuff we're being bombarded. So some real quick tips. Eat better quality foods. Drink better quality water. Those are essential, man. Get away from processed foods. Eat organic. Eat live food. Just treat yourself with love and abandon, man. Be in gratitude for the magnificence of who and what you are. Man, your attitude is everything. But you can start by limiting your exposure to this. If you sleep with this at night next to your bed, put it away from yourself. Turn it off. You don't need it there. You don't need to worry about getting texts in the middle of the night. You're sleeping. That is such an important time to be rebuilding your physiology, to tuning in to higher levels of awareness. Such an important time to deepen your sleep. Turn off your Wi-Fi. Everybody's got Wi-Fi in their house. Beeman. 2.5, 5.0 gigahertz of disharmonious energy being broadcasted through your house. Turn it off. Yes, you're still going to get your neighbors, but at least you don't have the strongest source in your own home. And if you do have my music, make sure you play the music in your space. That'll help to eliminate those negative effects. So there's a couple quick tips. Eat better quality foods, drink better quality water, improve your attitude, limit your exposure to disruptive frequencies in your living environment. You're going to dramatically reduce your stress. And when you're not in a stressful state, your body operates at a much optimal level. Your brain operates at a much optimal level. You operate at a much optimal level. The second step that we have to take to really unleashing our magnificence and just unfolding to a whole nother level, number 2, is all about harmonizing your energy. What does that mean? We have been programmed from day one with all kinds of thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions that limit us, that limit who and what we are. You know, the beliefs of I'm not good enough, I don't deserve, I'm anything but deserving of the blessings of life. I have to work hard to tap into abundance. I have to sacrifice my integrity, my health, my wellness to tap into abundance. All of those are not the truth of who and what you are. You are, once again, a divine sovereign expression of universal energy. You are unlimited in your potential. The only thing that limits you are the belief structures that you hold within yourself that say you're anything but magnificent, anything but divine, anything but deserving of the blessings of life. So we have to be committed to working on our stuff, to letting go of what's no longer serving us. We've come here to play the most elaborate game, the cosmic game of hide and seek. Come in here with all of your power, all of your unlimited ability. You are born, you promptly forget every single bit of it. Then you have parents that say, oh, you're never going to amount to this, or the key to life is this, working hard and sacrificing your integrity, your health, your marriage, your well-being to make that money and provide for the family. All these belief structures we get programmed in. And just in case family's not enough, let's go to school. Let's go to school where they say that if you can't remember these 100 things on this piece of paper and then put the 100 things perfectly down on this piece of paper, then you're not smart and you get a C or a D, which means you're not good enough. Look at all those other layers of belief structures. And then let's get into the media that define what a beautiful woman is supposed to look like, the media that defines what a successful man is supposed to look like. All those are limiting in nature. And so we go through this experience where we have literally hidden our power, our magnificence, our unlimited potential. What if I told you that within you is the ability to heal your body, that within you is the ability to heal any aspect of your life, that within you is in the ability to recreate your life experience, that within you is the ability to recreate a whole new world that we live in. So now that last one's a heavy concept, but let's start writing our own life experience, because then from there we can move it out to whatever it is that we desire. So we have to let go of these old belief structures. How do we do that? How do we know where we're holding on to old belief structures? Here's the key point. Where are you experiencing your biggest obstacle right now? Where are you experiencing the biggest obstacle in your health, in your relationships, in your prosperity, in your business? Which facet of your life is out of tune? Those facets are like the strings on the guitar. I could be the best guitarist in the world, but if those strings are out of tune, am I going to make beautiful music? No. So you look for where it is that you're out of tune, and where you are out of tune is where you're experiencing your biggest obstacle. So my advice to you is to sit down, quiet the mind, grab a journal, piece of paper, and inquire within, what is this trying to teach me about me? You see, your obstacles are like the lights on the dashboard of your car. When that oil light comes on, it means that you need to change something within the vehicle and replace it with something cleaner, better, higher vibrational. It's the same thing with challenges in your life. Your challenges in your life are the indicator light on the dashboard of your life vehicle telling you that you need to change something within yourself. The unfortunate thing is that we have all been taught that the way to change life is out there. It isn't. That's like waking up in the morning, your hair is a mess, you start brushing the mirror. How soon are you going to be able to change your hair? You're not going to be able to do it that way, but yet that's how we've been taught in the modern day world. That is incorrect. The modern day world is a mirror. If you want to change what's mirroring back to you, you need to put that brush to your head. You need to work within yourself. So sit down with that journal. Inquire about these obstacles. Look to see, where are you holding on to old resentments? Where are you not forgiving people in your past? Where are you still holding on to anger and frustration? Where have you just submerged in all kinds of sadness, anger, fear, whatever it might be, rather than allowing yourself to feel the emotions? Look to see what shows up in that time. And I guarantee you it's going to make a profound difference in your life, because your inner world will talk back to you. Your inner world will give you guidance and direction. Trust it. Inquire. Ask, why is this happening? What do I need to learn? You're going to get the answers. Synchronicities are going to show up. Things are going to start happening in your experience. It's there. It's all right within you. Everything you need, once again, to heal your life. So we've tuned in powerful. Number 3, orchestrate your energy. When I mentioned earlier about recreating your life, recreating the world that we live in, I wasn't kidding. It's time for all of us to awaken to this power that's within us, the power to shape and shift matter and energy, the power to shape and shift our own physical health, well-being, the power to shape and shift our relationships, the relationship we have with ourselves, the relationship that we have with others, the power to shape and shift our career, the power to shape and shift our abundance. All that's within you. It's not out there. It's in here. How do we access that? Way back when, in the early 1980s, totally dating myself here right now, but that's okay. I'm going to do it anyways. I had a friend of mine gave me a book. Dude, you got to read this book. It was Illusions by Richard Bach. A really cool story. Same author who wrote Jonathan Livingston Seagull. These books kind of came out, I guess, probably in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, maybe, for Illusions. But they really kind of challenge you to how to think about things. But in that book, it talked about the power of imagination. And when I heard this and I read this, it just resonated as complete truth for me. So I started to inquire. I started to learn more. I wanted to learn more about imagination. I wanted to learn more about visualizing. I wanted to imagine or learn more about how we create, how we manifest. So I started getting connected to books like James Allen, As a Man Thinketh, Wallace Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich, these books from the early 1900s. Neville is another one. Just amazing information about how we create and manifest. The quote on my wall, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. That's from Albert Einstein. Imagination. You have this power within you to recreate out there, to shape and shift out there. What if I told you you're doing it anyways? It's just most of us are doing it unconsciously. And so now we are being called to, more than ever, to tap into this power within ourselves and to begin to orchestrate our lives and to be true to the music that's within us. Your music is one of unlimited potential. Your music is one of unlimited possibility. You've been given a purpose, a passion, a calling. The expression of that is why you came here to play the game of life. It is the expression of that song, that music, that passion, that calling that's going to transform your life. It's going to provide you with something that making $100,000 commission checks and $1 million business deals never provided me. Fulfillment. That is the true abundance. Joy. That is true abundance. Happiness. Those are things that nothing outside of you could ever provide. You have to find it within yourself. So how do we begin to orchestrate? How do we begin to tap into this power? Well, look at that aspect of your life where you're having that challenge that we identified in the last principle, and reinvent it within your imagination. So let's say maybe you're having health stuff showing up, okay? Maybe like your knees bugging you, or you have a bad back or something. Can you go into that sacred space and imagine having vibrant health? Can you begin to imagine how your life would look if you were able to flow easily and effortlessly through your physical experience? That's where you begin to access your power. And if you can plug into that space with your imagination and begin to incorporate the emotion of what you would feel living that, that's how you add power to the manifestation. That's how you plant the seeds for what it is that you're growing in your life. And then It's just about letting go, having trust and faith that what you have planted will come to fruition. The trust and the faith is the water that you tend your garden with, and it will grow. When you have doubt and worry, you tend to slow the growing process. But you can grow and manifest anything in your experience at all. So, 3 steps to help you unleash the magnificence that's within you. Tune your energy. Rise above the negative influences in your environment. Clean up your eating, your intake, your thinking process. Clean up every aspect of your life. It's going to have profound effects on you. Number 2, harmonize your energy. Let go of the old beliefs, the old belief structures that aren't in the truth of who and what you are, that aren't in alignment with that you're a magnificent expression of unlimited power and energy. Number 3, orchestrate your energy. Tap in your power through your imagination to begin shaping and shifting your life. You're here to play beautiful music. It all starts within. So, to kind of put it in a nice little analogy with like the guitar. We all have facets of our lives. That's the strings. We take action through those facets. That's the strumming and the plucking. And then, of course, we make results. That's the music. That's the music that you express in your life. That music is what changes your experience. That music is what transforms your life. That music is what's going to change the world that we live in. Simple as that. So just some things to contemplate. So I want to end with this thought. That within you is a song. That song is your passion, it's your purpose, it's your calling. It's why you came here to play the game of life. It's the expression of that song that's going to transform your life. It's going to provide you with fulfillment and joy. It's also that music, that song, it's going to change the world that we live in. So be brave, be courageous. Who you are matters. Take another deep breath. And remember who you really are. Take another deep breath. just take some nice deep breaths. That's a little musical mantra for knowing, about knowing who we really are, about knowing our true power, about knowing our magnificence. And that's what we're all in the process of remembering right now. That's why everything that's happening in the world right now is all about helping you remember and to know who you really are, about your magnificence, your unlimited potential. So I wanted to let you know that I have a video series that dives in deeper into all these three processes. It's completely complimentary. If you go to my website, markromeromusic.com, down to the bottom of the page, a box will pop up eventually, but at the bottom of the page, you can sign up and you can get access if you want to learn more about these three aspects. You get a track of music, a little meditation to support you on your journey. It's completely complimentary. It's there. It's available for you. I invite you to come in, check it out. I guarantee you it'll help you to reduce stress, help you to operate at a higher level mentally, physically, and help you to restore harmony to your body, mind, and spirit so you can tune the strings of your life expression and bring your music forward, because it is so important. I cannot even begin to stress how important it is for all of us to be true to our music, because that's the light in the dark room. And right now, there's a lot of darkness in this world. So if we're sitting around waiting for politicians to change things or whatever, it ain't going to happen. It's up to you and me. And that's the power we need to realize. We have the power and the ability within us to reinvent the world. We have the power and ability within us to reinvent the political system, the medical system. We have the power within us to reflourish forests. We have all of that within ourselves to recreate our experience and to recreate the world that we live in. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to tune in, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.